Not those guys again.
You're listening to Ramble, Record, Repeat. Dangling Sunday.
Yep, and now I just picture Homer sitting there and dangling the dog with the pork chop or the toy or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a toy pork chop.
Toy pork chop, yeah.
A toy pork chop. Chris. Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to think right now. Chris, I don't want to think at all.
I don't want to think either. Thinking is for suckers.
I know. We're not suckers.
No. Yeah, I know. I agree 100%.
I am opening a beer though.
What kind?
Cronenberg.
Oh, good choice. Haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, it was on like my wife and her friend went to the liquor store before the 87th lockdown and stayed home order. And she's like, "Do you want anything?" And I'm like, "You know what? It's getting warm. I like beer when it's warm outside. I just find it's refreshing."
I thought you were gonna say I like warm beer.
No, I don't like warm any drinks. That's gross. You're gross, Chris. Jeez. But yeah, I'm not a fan of beer when it's cold, like cold outside. I like beer when it's warm out. I don't know why. It's always how I've been. So I'm like, yeah, grab me some Kronenberg. And I came home and it was in the fridge. And I'm like, this is the best. This is the best ever.
Yeah, yesterday was my beer day. It was so nice out. We were outside pretty much all afternoon and doing a little bit of yard work and a little bit of stuff because the weather was so nice, and had a few beers, and we ate dinner out on the patio, and it was nice.
Yeah, we had burgers today. It was really nice.
Oh, nice. We had burgers on Saturday.
Barbecued outside. Today we had leftover chicken tinga, which I made, which was delicious.
What is chicken tinga?
So chicken tinga is kind of like shredded chicken in like a Mexican red sauce. So what I did was I took 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I like poached it in chicken stock and 1 onion just cut in half, about 30 minutes. Once they were done, I took the chicken out, and then I took the onion out and I put the onion in the blender, or a blender, and then I took the stock out. I strained it just so there's no like super fat or anything like that in it. And then I put in the blender, I put just a tomato puree with no seasoning, a whole can of chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, and then some lemon, a little salt and peps, and some garlic. And then I blitzed that up. It was like a nice sauce. And then I went back and I finely chopped onion, sauteed it down, throw the stock back in, reduce the stock, put the quote unquote like chipotle sauce in there with it. Then I shredded the chicken, threw that in there, and then you just served it with in tacos and like little soft shells with some cheese and like pickled red onion, which I made.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, we made this like 3-4 weeks ago, and we just froze the leftovers. So
okay, yeah,
we just heated it up, and we had it today, and it was very good.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Nice.
See, it was like one of those days where I just didn't feel like doing anything, Chris. Chris, you know what? You know what?
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Gonna wear my birthday suit.
How can you wear a birthday suit if it's nothing?
That's Bruno Mars, right?
Let's get him. Yeah, I love Bruno Mars.
Yeah, okay.
Bruno.
Bruno is a very, very smart man, I believe.
Walks around naked.
Yep.
He just did a collaboration with Fortnite.
I think I did see something about that.
As a dance, and then he's got a concert, like a Fortnite concert coming up. So
really? Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, man. Do it where you can, right? And people are gonna watch it, and he's gonna get mad money from that from Epic. So I don't think it's the wrong decision.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I mean, we put some feelers out there because we're both feeling lazy, and
you know, I was scared at first, right? Like,
nothing
came through. People were more liking it, more liking your post.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they're totally going to make us work for this one.
Yeah.
And then, Chris, I got something for this part.
Mm,
Something happened.
yes.
We got one!
I'm having far too much fun with this.
Oh,
one
this is
yesterday.
awesome. You probably put more work into the soundboard than you did into the podcast.
I know. I love this part, though. When I told Ashley when one came up, I'm like, we got one. But then the best part is it wasn't just one.
No.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
I did. I put
Another
way
one.
more work into it.
No, that's
into the
awesome,
soundboard.
man.
Yeah, we got one. Let me just see if I can pull. Or do
We
you
got
have it?
3. I have them here. We got 3.
The podcast chameleon himself, Josh, hit us up with like several,
Yeah. We got a 3-parter from him.
more than 3.
4 maybe then.
Yeah, 'cause there's that picture
Yeah, it's
too,
4.
right?
4. Yeah, 4.
So,
Uh,
you know,
It's the J's that all responded because we got Josh, and we got Jeremy.
I'm fine with this.
Triple J.
The Triple J. I'm fine with this. This is like, I like doing these kind of things, you know, because sometimes, like, we do have other episodes in mind. Like, we're going to do one on the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
maybe the DCEU as well, just depending on your thoughts of it. Because I know you're currently going through
Yes.
the Marvel franchise in proper order, not
I'm
release
going
order,
yes.
chronological order.
I'm doing chronological.
The
The
chronological of Narnia order.
But I am fingers crossed for our next record. We
There's
can
a
do
lot.
an MCU one.
I'd be fine with that, 'cause
But
I'm-
we're only how many episodes in? We have watched here. Just a second. Let me give you a count.
First off, they're movies, not episodes.
Well, yes, but it could be considered episodes.
There's a lot. There is a lot. Of them.
Okay, so we have watched. I'll go down this. So we watched Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yep.
Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Iron Man.
Yep.
Iron Man 2.
Yep.
Thor.
Yep.
And the Avengers. So we've watched 6.
Yep.
I think we have 16 more to go. Now, we did skip the Hulk. We did not do the Hulk. Because
Well-
technically the Hulk was supposed to be before the Avengers, but it's not done by Marvel.
Yeah,
and
that
I
was-
couldn't find
yeah.
it streaming anywhere, so we just skipped it. We've both seen that before, so.
I can lend it to you. It's good.
Yeah.
Edward
Oh,
Norton's
yeah, it was
very
great.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was better than the original one with when he was like lime green.
With Eric Bana, yeah.
Yeah. Even though his name fit the character, right?
Yeah, right,
Banner.
yeah.
But yeah,
But,
so I'm hoping we
yes.
can do that one because I will guide you, Chris. I will be your Sherpa into the land of the MCU.
Oh, I'm so if we can do it, that's a month to watch like 16 movies. That's pretty tough. But there's
Even
been
if you don't
days where
finish
we've
it
watched
all.
2. I'd like to finish it all though before we go into it, just to refresh my memory because I've seen them all, right?
Yeah.
But this is kind of a refresher, and Paula's never seen all of them.
How is she liking them so far?
Her favorite, I think, was either Iron Man or Captain Marvel. Were her favorites. I know you said you weren't a fan of Captain Marvel, but let's save that
No.
for the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even watched the Schneider cut of Justice League.
See, I have not seen any of the new DC stuff.
DC's movies can't hold a torch to
I know.
Marvel. Their animated movies are fantastic. If you want to watch something good, you watch their animated movies.
Yeah,
The Justice League, the Snyder's Cut one,
Yeah.
is good.
but it's like 4 hours long, isn't it?
yeah, but it's split into like 6 parts, so you could split it up.
Okay.
It's done really well. I didn't watch it all in one go. I couldn't.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like a 4-hour movie. It was
Yeah.
good, but it was just kind of putting icing on a burnt cake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I
yeah.
enjoyed it, but it was better than the original, but they were trying to fit where Marvel had 10 years to get this story all intertwined together.
Yeah.
DC tried to do it in one movie.
Yeah.
Not
No,
possible.
no.
No.
Well, yeah, Iron Man came out in 2008. So that was the first one, right?
It started
So-
it, yeah.
that started it all.
Yeah. And
But-
then
To throw a little feeler, sneaker, whatever you want to call it out there, a teaser for when we do talk about MCU, and I don't know, maybe this is going to piss some people off. I think out of all of the ones that I've watched so far, my least favorite was Captain America: The First Avenger.
yeah, I can understand that. Captain
So-
America: Winter Soldier is much better.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was just a
They only
throw
get
that out
better.
there.
The
Yeah,
problem,
yeah.
like, they only get better. My favorite one, I'll just save that. I will save
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one for.
Let's save it because
Um,
we got lots of other stuff to talk about
I know
that we
and-
didn't have to think of.
I know it's great. Oh, and just to let you know, how you mentioned in the last podcast that someone slid into your DMs about
Yes.
doing that. Well, Josh slid into mine, the podcast
Ooh.
Chameleon,
Okay.
and said that he would love to do another episode and love to have him on here. We just got to think of something and bring him on because that was really fun when we had him on here. Maybe we
Yeah.
could even go on his.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
We could like ruin his.
We could we'll just hijack his.
We did come. Hey, how's it going? We've just dropped your listeners by 30 points. But yeah, like that's two. We got two, man. Two people
Sweet.
like us. It's
That's
great.
awesome. That's very awesome. Well, so I have our questions.
Well, I don't want to go right into the questions yet.
Why? What? Oh, you got something else?
Yeah, we got to talk about. We got to kind of like ease them. It's like foreplay, man. You don't just go right for the nips.
You got to heat the oven up before you put the turkey in.
Exactly. We got other things. We kind of like most of our episodes. We kind of just get into it. We just start talking light and breezy. Then we get into the topic.
That's true.
We're
That's
catching
true.
up. We
don't
haven't
wanna
talked
force
in a
it.
while, right? We haven't
Yeah,
talked in a
yeah,
while
yeah.
because you're too busy, watching Marvel movies.
Mhm, mhm.
But no, I like to just say thank you to everyone for really seeming to enjoy the last episode about us being idiots.
Actually, yeah, that episode turned out well. Although I think Bill was a bigger fan of your idiotness than mine. What did he say? The
hold
rolling
on.
around on the floor trumps or something.
No,
his
it
quote was
wasn't. It
good.
wasn't that. I got the notifications here. But yeah,
Okay.
myself and Bill are now best friends. Wow, I got tagged in a lot of things. I really don't pay attention to this stuff. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can find. I got to be more prepared for this. He's like, yeah, I didn't think you could top rolling in the chip aisle with whippets, but killing a 40 while undressing in front of Miles is a true moment of glory. The puking is a bonus sauce that binds us all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Bill are best friends now. We're gonna go do a bunch of crazy shit. And you know what the funny thing is? That's still not all my stories.
Oh, I can imagine.
I did a lot of stupid stuff.
Hmm.
I'll give you a little tip. Maybe we'll do another episode of stupid shit that we've done, but
Yeah,
a little taste. Whereas I went to a rave, at the government, and then we went to a second rave in the same night at the Comfort Zone, and I unfortunately partaked in MDMA. And then someone put other drugs on my hand. I didn't take them. I blew them off. I cleaned my hand, and then I went home and I passed out for 2 days. And when I woke up, it was Christmas Eve.
Oh,
And then my parents made sandwiches and I ate them and it was on the crusty buns and the buns had powder on it. And I looked and I saw the powder on my hand and I thought I still had the drug on my hand. I'm like, and I started freaking out and I went back to bed and almost slept through Christmas. Only the first and only time I've done that drug. And
wow.
yeah,
I
know,
can just picture you on the dance floor at a rave. With
Oh,
that.
buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy. You don't even know. But yes, I'm glad everybody liked that episode. No, it wasn't even techno. It was country. And I was like raving out.
Oh my.
It wasn't even a rave. I just went to a line dancing class and took a bunch of drugs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm the only guy with glow sticks. I'm wearing like a G-string. But no, I'm really glad that everyone seemed to like that episode. Me and Derek are cool calf bros. Internet high five.
Yep.
And Goy.
Goy.
Oh, Goy. You didn't hurt yourself at all this time?
Nope.
That's good. Neither did I.
Free, yeah.
I didn't hurt myself. That's kind of sad. I didn't hurt myself, but yeah, we bought a car.
Oh, so you did officially buy it?
We did officially buy it. We ended up buying a Kia Sportage.
Sportage.
Sportage. It's a Sportage.
I'm sure if you tell them that, they won't sell it to you.
They will sell it to me. We test drove a couple cars. Toyota RAV4 just kind of priced themselves out of the market. They're nice, but they're too damn expensive. Didn't really care for the Mazda because they kept postponing my test drive. It was like excuses after excuses after excuses. We were going to look at the CX-5. Wasn't impressed at all with the Honda CR-V.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But the Kia Sportage, I'm just going to keep calling it that. The Sportage. When I took it for a test drive, it's nice.
Yeah.
I didn't think Kia's never been on my radar
Yeah.
at all. But yeah, we
Were
closed the
they
deal. We closed the deal
Korean?
today.
Is that Korean?
I believe so.
Kia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We closed the deal today. I'm gonna hopefully be picking it up in 2-3 days.
Nice. So
Yeah.
2021?
2021 Kia Sportage.
What color?
In white.
White, eh? Nice.
The white
yeah.
looks nice. It looks really nice in it. But the amount of features that I get in this car, we wouldn't even get in the basic RAV4.
Oh, wow, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, we have a moonroof, like one of those full, like from front to back moonroofs.
Oh, you got the big giant ones. Oh, those are
Yeah.
nice. Yes, I like
Yeah.
those. Those are
and it's just
beautiful.
having an SUV.
Yeah.
Because trying to do everything in the Corolla.
Oh, it
Yeah,
sucks.
and we were getting 4,500 trade-in for the Corolla.
That's huge. Yeah.
I know, and Kia has a deal right now where it's this episode is brought to you by Kia. Has a deal right now where it's like they pay for the first 6 months of your lease if you buy a Sportage, or they give you a cash payout that you could put towards the car.
Okay.
So we took that plus our down payment, or the trade-in, and we did a little bit of a down payment, and we got like 10 grand off the car.
So are you leasing or buying?
We're financing, yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah. So it's yours. You own
Yeah,
it. You're not
yeah.
leasing.
I don't do leasing. I don't.
Okay.
I'm-
Well, you just said lease. So
no,
that's why I
sorry,
got
financing
confused.
and lease. That's what this deal's
yeah.
for, both. Of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're financing to own. We did
Okay.
that with the Corolla. But that was the thing. Like the Corolla was good, but realistically, after all the we got to do the oil change, we got to change the brakes, we have to change the tires, we have to do pretty much a full overhaul service on the vehicle because it's 8 years old.
Yeah.
And the tires have been original, like they've been from when we bought it.
That's actually pretty good for 8 years old.
Yeah, and we're just changing the brakes too.
Yeah.
8 years. Shows you I don't have a heavy foot when I drive.
Yeah. No kidding.
But we calculated everything, and like we have to do a full service on the engine and everything. You're looking at between $1,500 to $2,000,
Easily. Yeah.
right? So it's like, do we put that money into the car and hopefully get another 2-3 years out of it, or buy a new car with more space, and we can hopefully get a little bit longer like life in it? And we decided to go with the new car.
Well, with needing the extra space because there's 3 of you now, and just anything in general.
4
If you
with
want to,
Stanley,
well,
right?
4 with Stanley, yeah. But
Yeah.
even like going to IKEA to pick stuff up now, you have room to do it, right?
Yeah, and next time when we are able to finally see each other when we're old and gray, and we go garage sailing, we could just take my car because it's we're always taking yours because my car just reeks of farts and it's tiny. Like it's a tiny car, but
It's going to be huge and just reek of farts.
Yeah, it's so many farts. But you know what it is? The car did the trick. It filled the need for what we had when we bought it.
100%.
Right?
Yeah,
like we didn't have kids, we didn't have any of that shit. But like now, like Stanley can go in the trunk because we even got we got the rubber mats for the front. We got the rubber nice mat in the back for him.
Yep.
They even have latch points for the harness for the dogs in the back.
Oh, nice.
And then we got the cover as well, and winter tires too on rims.
Oh, perfect. Yes,
Dude,
that's
we
huge.
and
That's
the best
huge.
thing is, my uncle's friends with the guy at one of the Kias. I think it's called Paul Coffey Kia in Bolton.
Really? Paul
And
Coffey, like the
Paul
hockey
Coffey-
player?
Yeah, Paul Coffey Kia in Bolton.
Really?
And we
Cool.
got a crazy deal where it worked out that all of our accessories, like he just like, you're not paying for them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we can't.
Yeah, Paul Coffey Kia Bolton. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
So yeah, we're hopefully picking it up in a couple days, and we're doing weekly payments just because yet again it's aggressive, and instead of being like the 6 years that our term is, we'll be done in like 6 months.
That's
Just 'cause
awesome.
A couple 5-pay months. So yeah, we've been busy.
Yeah, I'm looking at your deal now. Don't pay for 6 months. Save at Bolton Kia. Save up to $4,000 on the 2021 Sportage. Or you could have got a Will Forte.
I don't want a Will Forte. I love Will Forte, but he just doesn't look like he gets a lot of mileage on him.
Yeah. No, you're better off with the Sportage.
My dad
for
looked
sure.
at it and he's like, "Why are you getting the Kia Sorento? That's too big." Or a Sedona, like whatever the size up.
the big one. Yeah.
And I go, "Dad, I'm getting the Sportage." Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm like, "Oh my God, Dad, you boob."
Yeah, that's a Sorrento. Yeah. That's a big
but
one,
like
yeah.
they were never on my radar at
Mm.
all.
Yeah.
And I took
no.
it for a test drive. I actually went on the highway. The guy let me take it to our house so I could bring it and show Ashley as well.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, because like obviously with Nathan we couldn't, and it was nice. The only thing we didn't get, we were looking at the one with leather seats, and we just like, I'm not spending an extra $3,000 for leather seats.
No.
And the
no, it's not
tailgate
worth
open
it.
assist shit, so we didn't get that.
That is
Ooh,
awesome. I'm
burping.
very,
I'm burping.
very congratulated.
Whoa. Sorry, guys.
Very congratulations to you guys.
I know.
It's
We're
always fun
adulting
getting
hardcore, man.
stuff.
We got a house, we got a new car, and a baby.
Yeah, super adult.
I know. I just need to shave off my whole beard, have just the mustache and a monocle, and then wear really high-waisted pants and go, do you know what time it is? Where have you been? Just
Did
to
somebody
everybody.
just adjust the thermostat? My duodenum just went off.
Oh, my duodenum. But man, yeah, that's it's been busy. That's good. That's kind of another reason why I'm like, I don't really want it to think of something. I like when we do these ones sometimes just because also I briefly look at the questions, but I didn't prepare for them at all.
I prepared a bit.
Of course you
Because that's what I
did.
do.
That's good though. I like flying at the seat of my pants.
Yeah, I've been feeling lazy too, especially these last couple weeks with the whole lockdown again.
Super lockdown.
Like I haven't recorded an episode of Flip or Flop now for over a month, I think.
But isn't that on
now-
Pornhub? I'm the funniest.
I haven't picked anything else up.
Yeah,
but I was going to do like a tips and trick episode.
I watch all your episodes. I would love to hear your tips and tricks.
Yeah, I just haven't been motivated. I mean, I've been selling stuff still, like existing stuff. So I need to do an update to let everybody know where I stand. But
well, you know what it is? The weather's nicer and you can actually go outside.
That's part of it too. That's part of it. We've been doing stuff outside and prepping, and we bought a new ATV. I don't know if I told you that.
I saw the picture and I remember I'm like, "Do you come with the car?" And
oh
you're
yes,
like,
yeah. So not brand new, but
it's really cool looking.
Yeah, it's a 2001.
But did
Honda
you come with it?
Foreman. I came with it. Yes,
Yay.
I did. And we're gonna take it up to camp next week, and yeah, we got our own bike now for up north. It's awesome.
You'll have fun booting around in that.
Oh,
You just got to get one of those ATV, like the cedars, the off-road go-karts, and just get one of those too. You might as well put a paintball Gatling gun on the back and just smite your enemies.
That'd be cool.
That's what I'm saying.
But we bought a 2-up for it as well, so somebody can sit in the back.
Oh, I'm like, what's a 2-up?
A 2-up, yeah. It's an extra seat, basically. You install it on the back rack, and somebody can sit behind you.
Oh, you don't want someone sitting on your lap?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see. Yeah, you'll have fun with that, though, and the weather's going to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we go into lockdown 18, which they're expecting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Fuck you, Doug.
Oh, that was the best, wasn't it?
Oh my God.
You know what? I'm just glad. I mean, it took them time, but I'm just glad they're finally officially full lockdown. Although the kids should not be going to school either.
No,
I think
they
that's
shouldn't.
stupid. But at least the stores are officially all locked down properly now.
I saw a picture, and it was Doug Ford, and it was the cover art for Chumbawamba. But it said Doug Ford is Chumbawamba. Then he goes, I get locked down. I open up again, and then I'm gonna get damn locked down. And I'm like, yo, that was pretty good. Bringing up Chumbawamba for that disc. I like that. I gave him one of these.
So for our American listeners who have also experienced the coronavirus, our Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, he's been constantly putting areas in lockdown and not lockdown and don't leave your house and okay, leave your house. And the most recent one, he did a lockdown, but stores were allowed to stay open.
Malls
but
were
only
open.
Malls were allowed to stay open, but we're only supposed to be like 25% capacity. But then he's also telling people, stay home, don't go out. We have a stay-at-home order, but the stores are still open. So of course you see pictures of people at the mall, tons of people everywhere. But then there's certain things like my daughter, for example, wasn't allowed to go horseback riding with 2 other people in a horse ring where they would be probably like 20 feet apart from each other. Like, it's stupid. But then at least they finally took the lockdown to a full lockdown where, okay, all stores are now closed except for curbside pickup. And you can go into grocery stores, but only for essential items. So you can't go into Walmart and buy a TV, and you can't go into Costco and buy whatever, toilets or something. But
You can go online and buy it.
you can go online and buy it and
delivered.
do curbside pickup, but you can't go in shopping for those things, which is right. They should have done that from the beginning.
But
So,
you can go golfing and get your dog groomed, but you can't get a haircut yourself.
yes, that's also kind of stupid, but
I understand you dropped your dog off, then that's it. But
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, we're in this for another month until the end of April. The kids are actually on their March break this week now, which is in April. Oh,
what happened?
the garage door is opening. Do you
What'd
hear
you
that?
do? I know. I thought you farted or something. I heard like
No.
a womp.
I'm in the bedroom and the garage is right below me, so Paula's closing the garage door, or opening it, one or the other. But yeah, so we're locked down for the month. The kids are on April break because they moved our March break from March to April, so they're off this week, and they're supposed to go
Schools
back to
are
school.
closed here.
There's about 3 or 4 areas where they are officially closed to online learning.
Which is fine.
Ours
by me
is not
because
one of them.
I don't
but
want
it
to
should
drive
be.
kids around right now. I'm burping. I'm sorry. I keep burping. Damn beer.
Damn beer.
But yeah, it's kind of that's how it is. That's how this stupid thing is going to go. And I don't know. We'll see. But I'll see you in 30 years, Chris.
Pretty much, right? I'll see Nathaniel on his 15th birthday.
Yeah, you can buy him something cool though, like a PlayStation 16.
Yeah, there we go.
So shall we? We've wetted everybody's whistle. Shall we? Wait. Yeah, whatever. Let's go right into the questions.
You don't have a like a cool soundboard thing to transition us to questions?
No, I didn't. I did everything else.
I'll insert some sort of funny thing.
What can we use?
I don't know. I'll figure something out.
Okay.
I'll fix it in post.
I'll fix it in post.
Okay. So I have first from Josh at Creepleet or Creep1337. Josh asks us a 2-part question. First part is it's kind of a 2-part, 1 part. Anyways, it says your first and or worst job.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
Okay, go ahead.
My first job was at Toys R Us.
Oh, that'd be cool.
No, you would think. I was hired on as seasonal for Christmas. I was 13, and it was
That's
fun.
pretty young.
Yeah. To be fair, I was like 6 foot when I was 13.
Yeah, true.
So I was seasonal. So it was Christmas rush, and I had to deal with entitled parents at Christmas at being 13, and they're like, "Why isn't that?" And this is the year that Tickle Me Elmo and the Millennium Barbie came out.
Oh Jesus!
It was hell. It was absolute hell. Like, people were bad. People were mean to each other. I got to work in electronics, which was cool. So anytime they said that the game wasn't out yet at the time, they're lying. It's upstairs, and it's in a room. Like, I went upstairs, like, oh, go get this game, and I look, and I'm like, there's games that aren't supposed to be out for like 3 weeks here. They had like a stockpile there. Not necessarily my worst. It's tied for my worst with the Toys R Us, and then I was a janitor at a church.
Ooh.
Let me tell you, those religious people are really full of shit. I unclogged so many toilets, it wasn't even funny.
Oh jeez.
It was, yeah, and it was after school, so I finished high school and I walk across the street, and then I do homework and clean shitters. But I still think Toys R Us was my worst because it was the first and the worst.
Well, being so young and having to deal with all those people.
I had one woman come up to me. I was like 13, 14. Yeah, I was 13, 14. I wasn't 13. I was like 13, 14. Yeah, what year is grade 9?
Grade 9 would be 13.
Yeah,
12 or 13. Probably
yeah,
13.
I was 13 then, yeah. I would be working till like 12:30 in the morning and then have to go to school the next day.
Oh shit.
Because they're like, you have to face. You can't leave until you're done facing. And I'm like, I got to go to school. They didn't care. I had a woman come up and she's like, I tripped on something. And she's like grabbing my vest. I had like this stupid Toys R Us vest. I need you to come over here. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry you tripped. What's going on? And I walked over and the lady said, I tripped on a crumb and it's right there. And I slipped and I'm shaken up. And I looked and it was a fucking full McDonald's muffin. Not even a footprint in it. She was just trying to get free shit. And I just looked at her and I'm like, okay, I'll get the manager, right? I go, stupid person. And then I had another one where a woman's like, I can't find my son. And she's freaking out. And I'm like, our store wasn't that big. Toys R Us isn't that big.
Yeah.
no kid left the store. Like I asked the cashiers, like, no. So I'm looking around. The woman didn't even look. She just freaked out and then she went to the front. I'm looking around, and then I find her son in the puzzle aisle, ripping open boxes of puzzles and then
jeez.
pissing on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I wouldn't. This is when I got let go, and I'm like, "Ma'am, I found your son." I'm over the speaker. Your son is urinating in the puzzle aisle. And I got fired, which is fine.
That's
I was
funny.
seasonal anyway, but I think that was my worst job. Just people were really bad. They were like yelling at you all the time, and when
Well,
you're a
when
kid
you're
and
so
you didn't,
young,
yeah. So that was my first and worst.
Okay.
Time out.
Time in. Okay, so yeah, my first and my worst job is probably one and the same. So I was probably 12 years old, I guess, maybe in grade 8, somewhere around there. I'm not sure. It could have been grade 9. And then my brother was working for a cousin of ours, and I wanted to earn some extra money. So he would work for him on the weekends to make extra money himself, in the evenings and on the weekends. My brother worked a lot when if I come to think about it. But anyways, so I got invited to come help, and in the town I live in, Wasaga Beach. Of course, it's a beach with lots of sand, and we were working at a house down on the beach. And this house had so much sand blow up and underneath it, they were trying to raise the house to fix the foundation. So our job was to climb under the house and shovel the sand out from underneath it.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. And I'm only like 12 years old. So I'm using a giant shovel, digging all the sand out. We ended up renting like a conveyor belt to slide under the house. And you would have to shovel it like lying on your side and your back onto this conveyor belt out until we got all the sand out from underneath the house. And I was only making $5 an hour to do that.
Oh, you got ripped off, son.
Right?
You got ripped off.
I was being used as child labor.
That, you know what? I guess back then it was okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm typing.
What are you
And then to continue with that, as well, my cousin that had hired me to do that with my brother pimped me out to another store, and it was a hardware store, and the hardware store was looking for somebody to work for them for the summer to help do stuff around the hardware store, right?
I was gonna say, don't tell me they just had you crawl under the hardware store
Not
and
quite,
shovel out more sand.
But this hardware store owner would take plastic bags, like heavy duty plastic bags, fill them full of sand, and then sell that sand to people that wanted to buy sand. So part of my job was to literally shovel sand into these bags, pack them up, and move them to the front of the house to be sold.
So you're
And I did
selling
it with
free
sand, I did it with dirt, like topsoil, rocks, and things like that.
Dude, that sucked.
And I got paid $5 an hour to him. It was all under the table, but still the cousin was like, yeah, he'll work for you. Just pay him $5 an hour. Like I didn't get a say in this.
Yeah. So I wasn't bad. I was like $7 at Toys R Us.
But I only lasted at that job for probably maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month at the most. I ended up playing basketball and hurt my foot, and I couldn't walk on my foot. I had a busted bone in my ankle. Like I wasn't broken, but I had
Just a
chipped my
fracture.
bone.
Yeah.
Fracture. So I had to wear walking boots. So I couldn't work. So I just quit that job.
It sounds like you did that by accident. Wink, wink.
Yes, I accidentally did it. Wink, wink.
I even even talking about jobs. So like I'm trying to think of all the ones I did. The worst one was Toys R Us. Then I was a job at the church. Then I did a little bit of like waitressing or waitering. I worked at EB Games for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been all over the place pretty much. And then I went into I even did like a little lifeguarding and then construction and then TTC. I was all over the place, man. Did everything. A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. I did a little bit of construction and realized I remember I was my cousin worked at a marina, and he would like wash boats and pump gas and things like that. He did a little bit of everything, clean up, and he was going away for a week, I think, to go away somewhere, and I filled in for him for the week while he was away. And I was like partway through that week, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like this, and I think I'm going to get a desk job when I get older. And I told that to the people there, and they just laughed at me.
Hey, man, at least you figured it out, right? Like, I
Yeah.
remember I had Miles come and help me do a job once, and he's like, I have blisters on my hands. I'm like, dude, we only been working for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just some people, like, I did construction for 15 years.
Yeah. It's
Right.
not my bag, that's for sure.
I just like that it was different work every day.
Yeah.
You know,
But you know what? There are days now where I'm at my current job. And I mean, I don't have a lot of responsibility, but being an IT, you are on call all the time.
Yep.
And it's always to fix things, right? You're fixing broken things. That's your job.
You're the
right?
fixer, yeah.
Yeah. And there's days where I'm like, sometimes I wish I just had a job at a factory or whatever, working construction, where it's just you can turn your brain off, you go and do your job every day, and you get paid a decent amount of money. You know what
Hey,
I mean?
I was on call
Yeah.
when I was in
Yeah.
construction. So like
Yeah.
I'd be at home and I'd have to go to a job, like same as you.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah, that's why I like the TTC. Like when I'm done work, I come home, I don't think about it.
Yeah. See, that's
I don't
some
think
days I
about
wish I had
work.
that.
Come drive bus with me then.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not moving. I'm staying where I am.
with me then. So I hope that answers your question, Josh, in a really long, drawn-out way.
Yeah.
But what's the next question?
All right. So Jeremy at Jeremy3EB on Twitter, he asked us, how about your thoughts on recent sequels, remakes, reboots of movies, franchises from the 80s? Thinking about this more with the casting news of Indy 5 that just came out. So Indiana Jones 5.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't
had
have
to
an
look
issue
it
with
up,
them.
and I guess Harrison Ford's supposed to be back as Indy. And they're trying to bring back some of the other cast from like the first movie and stuff like that.
I swear if Kylo Ren gets put in this movie and then he kills Indy, I'm going to be pissed off. I don't have an issue with remakes because in the end, like, it doesn't change my thought on the franchise. It doesn't change my thought on the movie. Like, yeah, if they redid Goonies, I would go see it because I love Goonies. But in the end, it probably won't change my opinion on the Goonies, like the original one. That one will probably still be my favorite. But it might be my son's favorite, the new Goonies, right? Like, it's kind of bringing movies that I love to a different generation.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Like, I didn't mind the Ghostbusters with the girls.
Yep.
Didn't mind it. I thought it was
Yep.
pretty funny. I was kind of done with Melissa McCarthy and what's her name? The skinny girl. Oh my god.
From SNL. I know you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
Kind of done with them.
Kristen Wiig. Yeah. I was thinking
But
of the other one.
I like the other one with glasses.
Yeah. The other one. From
Oh my
SNL.
god.
That's the one who I thought you were talking about.
But I liked her.
Yeah.
She was really funny. But I like Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy was kind of just, hey, it's Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy acting as Kristen Wiig, and Melissa McCarthy fights ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was kind of just like they were just playing the same character.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are like, that's what they do, though. And I enjoyed the movie. It was funny. Like, it had moments that made me laugh. Like Thor being the stupid secretary.
That was pretty good. That was the best part of the movie, probably.
You know, it had its moments. So I'm like, I had no issue with that. I'm trying to think of the other sequels and remakes.
So and a couple of the examples I have down here are movies that I haven't seen yet that are coming out. And you know what? If it speaks to a new generation,
yeah,
and it's entertaining, for sure. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't take anything away from the original, as you said, right? The original Ghostbusters is always going to be there, and it's going to be a great movie. If this introduces new people to those old movies and entertains you, awesome.
Yeah, because it might be that gateway movie that, you know, introduces, like, that brings them in to go, oh, what about this, or what about this movie, or you know, and it's always cool when you like it's like, you think of it like Cobra Kai.
Yes, yeah,
right? I know
exactly,
it's a TV show and how much you freaking goddamn love Cobra Kai.
I love my Cobra Kai,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, that is I'm classifying it as a sequel to Karate Kid.
So some of the other new ones, and maybe this is, I'm not sure if Jeremy's talking about these ones or not, but like, so there's Top Gun Maverick is coming out this year. I'm interested to see
That's
that.
a sequel, yeah.
Yep. Space Jam, the new one's coming out, right? With
I
LeBron.
think that's a reboot.
I don't know if it's a reboot or a sequel. I'm not sure.
If I don't get a Michael Jordan cameo, like they were saying in who was saying that? I listen to another podcast called Variant Podcast. It's all about comics and stuff like that. And I'm
Mhm.
like, if I don't get a Michael Jordan like cameo in this, I'm gonna be pissed off. And this,
Yeah.
I kind of feel the same way.
They're doing a Matrix 4.
I don't know if that's a sequel. That's a sequel, but that wasn't in
It's-
the 80s though. Like Matrix.
I
Was
guess
in-
that's more 90s, yeah.
yeah.
Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, those movies have been
Yeah, that-
around for a while.
I saw the
right?
trailer. That looked amazing.
So I liked the most recent one, Godzilla King of the Monsters, that came out. I enjoyed that.
I saw
It
one
was-
where King Kong punched him right in the face. I'm like, I'm
Oh,
down with-
yeah. They're mindless action movies that don't take themselves seriously, that you can just shut your brain off and enjoy.
it's like the Expendables with monsters,
Exactly. Yep.
right? And sometimes
yeah.
having movies like that is not about, like, if you've had a long like week of work, or you're
Mhm.
like, there's something happened with the kids and everyone's finally asleep, and you
Yep.
have a beer and like some chips, and you
Yep.
don't want to think.
Mhm.
Nothing is wrong with that.
Yep. 100%. Coming to America. I didn't watch that one. This new
That was
sequel.
like- I haven't seen the new sequel yet, but it's on my list because I love the logo for it, and I like the first one. So
The first one was amazing,
yeah.
and I heard people's review that this one is not very good, and they rehash a lot of jokes.
But that's the charm in it, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll watch it at some point,
Yeah.
and I might not enjoy it, but whatever. I mean, there are a lot of times where they do it just for cash, like they just want to make more money, and they're
Eddie Murphy does not need any more money.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it's weird that the ones they pick and choose to do, like Coming to America 2, why not just make a brand new funny movie? But I guess they don't want to have to think of everything. I don't know.
Exactly. Like maybe they're thinking because they do a remake or a sequel to an original movie, they can kind of go off the coattails of that classic back in the day, like stereotypical, like almost somewhat racism. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
could
yeah,
kind of,
yeah. Yep.
you know, like how they make fun of the way the guy talks and all this stuff. Because if they did a new movie like that and there was a comedy, people would be tearing it apart. They
Yeah.
would be. Like
Yeah.
they would be tearing it apart. So I can understand why. But like yet again, no issue with remakes, sequels, reboots. I just, it's a gateway, and I love that.
Like even another one actually to toss in there, and I don't know if you've watched it yet, is TV show Mighty Ducks Game Changers on Disney
I'm
Plus.
waiting for it all to finish.
Okay.
And then I am going to watch it. But my brother's like, he watched it and he said it's good. It's very campy.
It's
but I'm all
campy,
for
but it's
that.
good. Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The ducks are like the bad guys from what I've
yeah,
heard now.
yeah. Honestly, right now, it's, if I have to include this, it goes the first movie, then this series, then the second
two.
movie, and the third movie.
The third movie isn't on the list, Chris.
Okay, sorry. Yes, the third
Yeah.
movie's not on the list.
It goes,
yeah.
it goes number 2 for me, then number 1. So I'm
See,
hoping
we
this is-
recently rewatched 1 and 2, and I still like the first one better than the second one.
Quack, quack, quack.
Quack,
I
quack,
love
quack,
that.
Mr.
That
Ducksworth.
was a good movie. But man, I saw the trailer for it. Let me tell you, Emilio's looking like his dad. You know,
Actually, you know what? Now that you say that, yes, he is very
Just like,
much so.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
that he's like grumpy Gordon Bombay, please,
Yeah.
man. But I'm like, I'm fine with that campy shit. And that the Ducks are like the winning team, so they're like the Hawks now. And I'm like, I like when they do that.
Yes, it's
you
good.
know?
It really is. So,
yeah, I'm going to watch it. Like we have so much on the go that we're watching. Like we're watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. One of the things I'm watching, which is going to be my random recommendations, I'm not going to mention it now, but remind me to mention it. Hey, Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley just came downstairs. What's up, dude? How's it going? You good? He just comes downstairs to fart. How's it going, buddy? Yeah. I got some kisses. But yeah, like I think it's all pretty good. Like
Mhm.
I'm all fine with that. What are your thoughts on it, Jeremy? That's the real question.
Yeah. Let us know. What
Let
are
us
your
know what you think
thoughts?
about it.
If you can watch it and you can enjoy it, awesome. If you don't want to watch it and you just want to watch the old ones, then just do that and
That's the joy
ignore
of
the new
having it.
ones, right? It's not there. Nobody's forcing people to watch these, right?
And Chris, this is why I love you.
Mm.
You look at things with such an open eye, like, you know, open mind,
Mm.
and you don't let it bother you. But like, you might be able to watch the remake of Ghostbusters with your kids more so than the original one because it catches their attention more. But then as they get older, you're like, hey, do you remember when you liked the newer Ghostbuster movie? Let's watch these older ones.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, it's the gateway drug for movies, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good thing. Anything that brings attention to like culture and stuff like that. Like, Lord knows I'm a Turtles fan, and how many times Turtles has been remade. I've
Yeah.
watched every one of them, even the Michael Bay ones.
Yep.
Didn't say I didn't like it, but it was cool seeing Bebop and Rocksteady on the big screen. So I'm saying.
And I think Seamus was an awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome as
He was very
Bebop.
good. You know, I was just waiting for even that animated one, the one in CG where the turtles had to fight the rock guys. That was really good too. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
I had no issue with that one. But that was a good question. I like both of our questions so far.
Yay.
And
Okay.
then last,
This is our last question. So, of course, Frantic
certainly
Society,
not-
Josh.
you got to say his real name. He's
What's
the
his-
podcast chameleon.
Oh, sorry. The podcast chameleon at Frantic Society, Josh. So he has a 4-parter question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Question number 1. And this actually kind of ties into what we were just talking about.
Yeah, you
If
kind of
you-
segue that really nicely.
Yeah. If you have to remake one movie, what would it be?
I would love to see a remake of Princess Bride.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Princess
okay.
Bride is still one of my favorite movies.
Yep.
I would love to see who they would cast as Fezzik. I would just love to see who they cast for everybody, because that cast was magic together. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just they flowed off each other well. They did a really good job with that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to see what they did, like how they tried to make it their own. If they stuck exactly to it, I think that'd be something that I would watch.
Okay. That'd
Yeah.
be kind of cool. I never thought about that one.
As you wish.
As you wish. So I made a top 6 list of movies.
He asked for one, Chris.
He asked for one. I have a top 6
Cobra
list
Kai.
of movies
Cobra Kai.
that I would like to see remade.
Let's hear him.
Or even a sequel. It doesn't have to be a remake, even a sequel, but more of a remake, I think.
It says remake in the question. You
Yeah,
have to
I
answer
know,
the question
but-
exactly.
Okay. So, number 1 on my list.
Yes.
And I cheated. Well, I didn't cheat. I did some research, right? And I looked up other people's lists, and I'm like, yes, I want that one. Anyways,
Inspiration, not cheating.
inspiration. Number 1 would be the movie The Outsiders. So do you remember
Okay.
that movie?
Yeah.
So that was a star-studded cast. Like, it had Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise was in it, and it was all the up-and-coming stars, right? And it was the preppy people versus the greasers, and like, I think they could take that, remake it, but maybe modernize it and see it as more. I don't know if they would do it like this year or maybe just in the 2000s or something, and modernize it.
Okay.
And I think they could do a really good job with that. And you could add in some up and coming stars too, and make it like a star-studded thing, right?
And there's a lot of new names out there that would make it pretty good.
Yeah, like that's a movie I could see. What's his name? Spider-Man in.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Put him in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see him do
Yeah.
that.
My next one is, and there's nothing wrong with this movie. I love it just the way it is, but I think it needs a remake because it wasn't as well received as what I think it should be, and that's Spawn.
Yeah, you know what? I
Yeah.
love Spawn. Spawn was
Yeah.
great.
Spawn was such an awesome movie.
John Leguizamo. As,
Oh my god, he was so
as
good
the
as
clown.
the clown. Yeah,
Or the Violator.
the Violator. Yeah.
Every time somebody farts, a demon gets his wings. Too far.
But
Yeah,
that
excellent.
movie, did not get enough recognition. I think it's a great movie, and I would love to see a remake of that.
Especially with CG now.
Oh yeah, right? They could make
Right?
it look so good.
His
Yeah.
cape and everything. Because I remember watching that being like, this is amazing. And it was a lot of prosthetic. The only thing that was CG was the chains and the cape. And obviously
Yes.
the Violator.
Yeah.
It was good. It was very good. I liked
Yep.
it.
Okay. My next one is, and I don't know who you cast in this role, and I was really trying to think of somebody, and I can't think of anybody, and maybe you'll have somebody off the top of your head, but I think they need to remake The Running Man.
Okay.
But I don't know who you get to replace Arnold. I'm trying to think of like an action hero. Like, do you do like a Chris Hemsworth, but with an American accent, maybe?
No. Hemsworth wasn't big enough. I don't think. Well, Arnold didn't have an English accent.
Well, no. Arnold has his Austrian accent.
Austrian accent.
But I
that's
don't
fine.
think it would work with an English accent. That's why.
I'm trying to think.
I can't think of somebody that would fit in that role. But I think that movie, and they could make it so much better, like we said, with CG and effects and things like that.
No, but
they
you
could
need
do
that
such a good job with it.
Sub-Zero. Now he's
Yeah.
just plain Zero. What happened to Barca? He had to split. You need that, like those dad joke one-liners too.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think who would be good in that, because you don't necessarily need someone big.
Mhm.
Like you don't need someone like huge, muscular, but like
Okay, hear me out. What about
Dolph
oh,
Lundgren.
no. So I actually just recently watched Dredd. So the remake of Judge
Oh,
Dredd.
Carl
Dredd,
Urban.
with Carl Urban. What about Carl Urban?
I would be fine with that. I loved him in Dread. I loved
Yeah.
him in even like Red.
Yeah.
He has that look.
Yeah.
That smoldering look. Knowing Hollywood, they would cast The Rock, and it just wouldn't work for me.
Yeah, I don't think it would work.
He
with
has
The
the
Rock.
size,
Yeah.
but I don't. Maybe John Cena.
Braun Strowman, although
No,
he can't act.
maybe John Cena, because like he's like I saw him in
It's
the
tough. He's
the
too
Suicide.
goofy.
No, but he can be serious. It's just the Suicide Squad trailer. Man, like,
He's in it, is he?
oh my God. So he plays the Peacemaker, and the
Okay.
Peacemaker is just a guy who's like Captain America times 11, and he kills people.
Okay.
So he's like talking to another guy, and he's like, you know what, man, you're the leader. You need to be decisive. And then Idris Elba goes, okay, fine, I'll be decisive. You need to eat a bag of dicks. And then John Cena goes, you know what? If someone came up to me and said, hey, you got to eat, then this beach was covered in dicks, and you have to eat every one of these dicks for freedom, I'd be like, yep, I would do it. And he just was so serious. And the woman's like, why is there penises all over the beach? And he's like, who knows why madmen do what they do? And then another line is, he goes, I love a bloodbath in the morning. And she's like, your name is Peacekeeper. I thought you loved peace. He's like, I love peace. I don't care how many men, women, and children I have to kill to get it.
Oh my God. I got to watch that trailer.
It's really good.
Okay.
King Shark is played by, is voiced by Sylvester Stallone.
Really? Okay,
Nom
cool.
noms. Yeah. But like, I would think he would be pretty good in it, because
Okay.
he's got that campiness, but he's also built like a shit brick house.
Actually, now that you say that, there was a movie with Tina Fey and
The sisters, and he was the drug dealer.
and he was the drug dealer. He
With the
was
neck
so good
tattoo.
in that role, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think he could deliver those kind of lines and still be a shit brick house.
And he's big. He
Yeah,
fits
well, he's
the-
kind of getting a little more slim now, and he's getting older, but I think
Yeah.
he could totally do it.
Okay, there we go. All right, let's do it. So remake of Running Man starring
Okay,
John Cena.
John Cena. Derek, we need you to contact John Cena for us. We need to get him on this movie stat. Derek, let's go. Come on.
All right.
And what's your
so
other ones?
I got 3 more still. Okay. The next one, and I think this movie's already been remade, but the most recent one I really love, and I would like to see a new one again with CG and everything, is 13 Ghosts.
I call that movie Robot House. That's the
Yeah,
one with
Robot House. Yeah, we've talked
his
about this
name?
at Halloween with
Zoinks.
yeah,
what's
not
his name?
Dax Shepard, the other one
The other one
from yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh God, we're terrible.
And
Scooby Doo.
and the guy from Wings is in it, Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub and Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just gonna pull it up right now. But I love 13 Ghosts. I
Yeah.
thought that was such a good movie.
So
was
wouldn't it be cool to
scary.
see better CG now with that?
Yeah, and then maybe get a full boob instead of just a weird side boob.
Yeah.
Remember that when there was like Matthew Lillard is his
Matthew
name.
Lillard, yeah, that's
And
it.
Shannon Elizabeth.
Yep.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, I
I thought it was really cool.
I watch it every couple of years, so yeah.
Yeah, I would totally love to watch it again.
Okay.
I like your list so far.
And my next one,
Put
and
John
this
Cena
one,
in that one too.
John Cena as the ghost, as the
No,
big bad
as
ghost.
everybody. He says Tony Shalhoub.
So this next one I've talked about as well. I don't remember when I talked about it, but I talked about it. And this one, it's not, I mean, I remember it being super scary, but it was when I was a kid. I haven't seen it recently, so it's probably not that scary, but they could take this concept and make it super scary and good. And that's the movie Clown House. You remember me talking about this one?
Yeah, I remember Clown House.
So it's the kids that get tormented by 3 escaped convicts from a mental institution that dress up as clowns.
All
Tell me
played
that
by-
concept doesn't work.
All played by John Cena.
John Cena's all 3 clowns, and they're all look like Doink the Clown.
I would be fine with this. Yeah, I would watch it. I would
Yeah.
totally watch it. Like, I have no issue with. The problem is, Chris, I don't have enough time to watch all these movies, but I would watch it.
Especially if John Cena's in it.
Everyone, John Cena, Batista, and Edge as the.
Oh, there we
clowns.
go. Actually, that'd be good. Okay, speaking of Edge, sorry to interrupt. Isn't that match on tonight, WrestleMania?
Yeah,
Edge
WrestleMania
versus
1
Daniel
was yesterday.
Bryan and
Razor
champion.
Ramon.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's on tonight. But the other one was last night, where the Sasha Banks versus, I think, Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca won, right? Spoiler
Yeah.
alert.
Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it by now, too bad.
Yeah.
It's getting released in a month.
Okay, and my last one on the list, and this one's actually getting a remake, and I kind of like how they're doing with it and who's doing it, and that's Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my God! I just
Right?
saw this. I saw the picture for it,
Yep.
done by the guys by Illumination. So
Illumination, yeah, Despicable Me,
Despicable
and,
Me,
yeah,
and the Minions movie. I
Yeah.
would totally. And the picture looks amazing for it.
yeah, it's
Where
going
it's
to be
just
good.
is like his backside half, and then Luigi.
Yeah.
I got to get me both of those posters.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So that movie there, out of all of my lists, that would be
Are-
number one on my list.
Are they getting the voice actor for Mario to voice?
I don't know, but they should. And if not, they got to get somebody that's very
because
similar.
they should, because they could pay him, and he does Mario and Luigi,
That's true. Yeah.
right?
very
Throw
true.
some Waluigi in there because he ain't getting enough love. Man.
Okay. Yeah. So that's my
Let's say-
list.
Okay, then what I see the next question right now is, what is your opinion on Will Ferrell movies?
That's not the next one. You missed one.
What is your favorite snack food of all time?
There you go. There you go.
I like combos.
Mine is potato chips.
I like combos. You know, the pretzels with the cheese inside them.
The combos are great.
Yeah, those
I
are
love them.
good.
Anything salty is what I like.
semen.
No.
I know. I used to like those. You know how they had like the cheesies, but that were like the buttered ones, where they were just like,
Buttered cheesies?
yeah, there was not cheese on them. It was just like the white powder, and it was like a buttered
Oh,
flavor.
they taste like styrofoam.
Yeah, but they're
Ellis
buttered,
loves those
butter,
things.
butter sour. I like. Those.
I know what you're
like
talking about. Those are
Hick-
great, actually. They're
Hickory
really good.
sticks too.
Hickory sticks are awesome. But any potato chip, particularly ketchup, salt and vinegar, and dill pickle, and all dressed.
Okay. I actually do have a favorite snack food. It's kind of weird. It's veggies and dip, but it's not necessarily the veggies.
That doesn't count. Snack
does.
food has to be bad for you.
It's a specific dip that you get.
okay.
It's
What's-
called Country Herb by
Is that like country crock?
no, it's Country Herb. It's like a dip. It's a powder you mix with sour cream. And my nan used to make it for me, and I could literally eat this shit by the tubs.
Okay, we
Like-
can eat that with potato chips, so it's not a veggie.
Definitely you could. So just dip. The dip is my
Dip.
favorite.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. Dip and then cheese dip. Yeah. So dip is my favorite.
Dip.
And fun
Chip.
dips.
Chips. Fun dips, eh?
No, I hate fun dips.
If I had a choice, it's always salty over sweet.
Yeah, me too. I'm not a big sweet person like my dad was, or like Ashley is. Like, I do like cookies and like that stuff, but if someone gave me a bag of potato chips, I could down them.
Oh, easily. Yep.
Yeah, pretzels, so good.
Yep. Okay. That was
Now,
now you
what's
can
your
say the
opinion
next
on
one.
Will Ferrell movies? Mine might not be a very popular answer.
No, I think we're gonna be in the same package here.
I originally did like them, and then I got tired of them. The only movie I really like with Will Ferrell in it is Elf. Now,
Yeah.
I don't mind his other stuff, but he is not a main actor for me.
So-
he's a very strong cameo actor, like a secondary, but when he's like the head of the thing, like I will quote Step Brothers, I will quote like I did with Bill, did we just become best friends? Like, you know, that kind of
Mhm.
shit. I will quote it because it's got a lot of memorable quoting moments, but in terms of like enjoying his movies, Elf is the one I enjoy the most, and that's about it.
So I am with you on Will Ferrell. He is almost an acquired taste. I don't get the whole
package.
thing with like
I like
Step Brothers and
Yeah.
things like I don't get it. And even when I was younger, I didn't get it. I don't know. I just now to me to go back to what you were saying about him and being cameos. For an example, holy crap, he has been in a lot of movies.
I know.
The one movie, and that's what I'm trying to find here. Where is it? That I really liked him in, and it's a small cameo role, was Old School. Frank the Tank, right? I thought he was really funny in that.
KFC's still open? Very
Yeah.
funny. But
Yeah,
it was more
or when
about,
he gets shot with the tranquilizer, right? He's like,
it was
"Oh,
more
man."
about Vince Vaughn and what's his name?
Yeah.
Luke Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. And then and it's funny that you say Elf is what you like him in. He did Elf the same year as Old School.
Yeah, but I think he's more enjoyable in Elf. If you actually compare the two, I enjoyed John C. Riley more than Will Ferrell.
Yes, 100%. Yep. Yeah, and I do find, and I apologize, I say 100% a lot. That's like my catchphrase.
That's fine. That's fine. It's a good catchphrase.
But yeah, going down the list, like Anchorman, didn't really enjoy.
I liked the other members of Anchorman,
Yeah,
like Champ, whammy, him,
yeah.
Steve Carell, hilarious in Anchorman. What's his name? The guy who never freaking ages. He was
Paul
in
Rudd.
Ant-Man. Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Great in Anchorman.
Yeah.
All it's one of those movies where like, what is it? Some of the parts are better than the main thing, and that's what it is. They were better than Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Like,
And then like cameo role where he was good. Wedding Crashers. I loved him in Wedding Crashers. Ma, more meatloaf.
yeah, but it was
Yeah.
more about yet again Vince Vaughn
Yeah.
and Owen Wilson this time. Vince
Yeah.
Vaughn likes the Wilsons.
Yes, he does. Yes.
You know,
Talladega Nights. Didn't get
didn't-
that. I don't
didn't
like
care
it.
for that.
No, I don't. Blaze of Glory was not very good. It was pretty bad.
I liked Balls of Fury better. The ping pong one.
Yeah, they're both pretty bad. But
You're
yeah.
bad. Shut your mouth.
Semi-Pro, Step Brothers, bad. Land of the Lost, bad.
Yeah.
I
I didn't mind him in the one where he was getting narrated.
that
Stranger
was
Than Fiction?
Stranger Than Fiction.
That was
That
pretty
one was
good.
good, but
Yeah.
that was a serious role. That wasn't a comedy role, right?
It was still kind of funny.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't
yeah,
mind him
I
in that, no.
mean, he needs those small bit part roles. Will Ferrell in an eyedropper is what I need.
Yeah. I like John C. Reilly in Walk Hard.
Walker's so good.
Walk Hard.
I love that movie.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
But yeah, so I hope that answers your question. I hope that doesn't change your opinion on us.
Oh, and then okay, so last part. This is awesome. I'm very excited for this.
So
one. It's
the
easy,
question
though,
says,
but-
you have to lose 3 forever and any future projects in the ones that you choose. And the choices are Star Wars, Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC Cinematic Universe, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Fast and the Furious, Back to the Future, 007, Star Trek, Indiana Jones, and Avatar. So we have to pick 3 that we will lose forever and any future projects. So I'm
So
assuming
that means they do not exist.
they didn't
ever.
exist.
Exactly.
But the problem is, if like I'm taking like if you pick one, does that affect the other ones? Like if like an inspiration for one of these movies you choose, like I'm going too deep into the question.
No,
because
you're
this
going
is-
too deep. It's just
You know what
they
I'm
don't
saying?
exist. It doesn't affect the other ones.
You want
It's
to just do one at a time?
Yeah,
You-
we
you
can do one
it-
at a time.
You
sure.
go first.
Okay. My number one, and these aren't in any particular order, but my first one that I would get rid of forever, including anything that's ever been made and any future projects, is Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine
Really.
was Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Even though
Yeah.
I didn't mind Hobbs and Shaw,
Yep.
I that was like the one that jumped out. I'm like Fast and Furious, gone.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
Get out of there.
See, Josh is gonna not like you right now. You realize his podcast on movies. They just did all the Fast and Furious movies. So
I love you, Josh. Don't be mad at me. I don't mind Vin Diesel at all. I actually liked him in Pitch Black.
Yep.
And Chronicles of Riddick and Groot.
Yep.
But Fast and Furious, I'm not much into car movies.
So Star Trek for me, I'll watch it, but it's nothing. I don't know. Like I've never seen any of the original movies or the original series. I've watched some of Next Generation, some of Voyager, and the new movies, and they're okay. But if that stuff all disappeared and it didn't affect anything else, like it didn't, the inspirations and stuff, I'm
Yeah.
fine. It can go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my second one is
Yep.
Star Trek.
My second one is Fast and Furious.
Did we just become best friends, Chris?
Yep.
For exactly the same reasons you said.
Yeah.
Star Trek is a huge universe, but I could never get into it. I
Mhm.
didn't mind the newer movies,
Mhm.
but mainly because it's Carl Urban in it, and also like the cast was good. The dude they got to play Spock was good.
Mhm.
Chris Pine wasn't bad.
Yep.
But doesn't make or break. Now, let's see what the last one is, Chris.
Well, and one more thing. So Fast and the Furious, I liked the first movie, and that was about it. So
I
I mean,
like Hobbs and
yeah.
Shaw. And that
I've
was
never
about it.
seen Hobbs and Shaw, and that's
Really
not even.
good.
It's not even real a true Fast and Furious movie. They're just using the title, right?
Well, no, because Hobbs and Shaw were both in the Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
They were in Shaw was a villain and Hobbs was with the group.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Anyways,
The Rock.
okay. So, do you know how a drum roll? Do you?
Yeah,
Okay. So my last one I would get rid of would be 007.
Chris, we are the best friends.
Really?
007 was mine.
Oh wow! This is not planned at all. That's so funny.
That is amazing. Well, did you not hear my gasp? I gasped, Chris. Yeah, everyone's like, you have to watch them all. I have watched them all. I really, I don't know. I like Get Smart more than 007.
Oh, I love Get Smart. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Pierce Brosnan or how do you say his last name?
Brosnan. I don't know.
And Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Timothy Dalton was a terrible Bond. Sean Connery was good. He was that charismatic Bond. And then who's the last Bond?
I don't know.
Oh my God, we're the worst.
I thought it was Daniel Craig.
No, there's 3 like before Daniel Craig Bond.
Oh, you're talking about like the old man Bond?
Yeah.
Like, put it this way: if I was born in a different era when those movies came out, I might have a better appreciation for them. But my appreciation for them was seeing them on TBS on Saturday afternoons, being edited the shit out of and run back to back to back to back.
So we had Sean Connery,
Yep.
David Niven, George Lazenby, Roger Moore was the one.
Roger Moore, yeah.
Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig.
Okay.
I've watched them all. I did not care for the series. Like spies are cool, but it just didn't. It doesn't do for me. Like realistically, if you were talking about the other ones, I love Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love all the shows like WandaVision, amazing. Falcon and Winter Soldier, good. Loki looks
yes, Loki is going to be
phenomenal.
Yep.
Star Wars, yet again, not a big Star Wars fan, but I love The Mandalorian.
Yep.
I love the Clone Wars, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Bad Batch and like other ones that are doing. DC, I love all the animated series. I love Young Justice. I'm not getting rid of that.
OG Batman. Yep.
OG, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Even like that stuff is good, but like I'm like Young Justice was good. Jurassic Park, I love Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, so
absolutely love Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, didn't care so much for the first group of movies. It was good, but it just felt repetitive. But I did enjoy the Fantastic Beasts.
Yep.
And Where to Find Them, the two that came after with Newt Scamander and that kind of stuff. I really enjoyed those ones with Johnny Depp before he got kicked out. Lord of the Rings. Didn't watch The Hobbit, but I've watched Lord of the Rings. I enjoyed Lord of the Rings. They were almost on my cusp.
Really, eh?
It was between Lord of the Rings and 007. Like, I'm not a huge, like, I've watched them, and Smeagol, great, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it wasn't like the make or break for me. Back to the Future would never even be on that list. Same with Indiana Jones. And then Avatar was just amazing.
The Avatar movie is awesome. I'm looking forward to what they do with the sequels. So
yeah. So Josh.
That's awesome.
Josh, what are yours? What are your 3, Josh?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what his might be. Because I don't think he may have tweeted it, but maybe he'll retweet us. What are his 3?
Yeah. But those are all good questions. Thank you for everybody for asking those questions.
Yeah, after I had to repeat myself and ask again.
I just like that you put it out, and more people just liked your tweet as opposed to answering the question.
It, yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, Chris, what's happening? Do we actually have to do work? But I also think that with the Marvel Cinematic Universe one, I'm going to do another quiz.
Oh, okay.
Because I really enjoyed doing that one for Nintendo's trivia. So I'm going to do a Marvel's trivia.
Oh, I'm going to have to bone up on that one.
I don't need you to bone any. I don't need you to bone anything.
And by the time I'm done, I will have mine in order. So I'll do an order of most favorite to least favorite.
And I can answer. I can do the same. I've watched them so many damn times. I even like the Netflix Marvel stuff too. Those are really good.
I haven't delved into that.
Daredevil and Punisher was amazing. But yeah, so I look forward to doing that. Thank you so much for making this episode no work at all for us. Love that. Love that we
There's
stretched
a little
out.
bit of work, a little bit. We still got to
stretched
do our
out-
random recommendations.
Oh, fuck berries.
Ramble, record, repeat. Random recommendation.
Say that 5 times fast. Come on, I dare you.
No.
So I have a good random recommendation. It is a show.
Mhm.
So I'll let you put the bumper in now.
Okay.
A random recommendation. I love that bumper. That was the original bumper we did, I think, before we did
It was,
anything else. I love that one. But yeah, I've been watching a show. First off, it was based on a comic done by Robert Kirkman. It's an animated show on Amazon Prime called Invincible.
Oh, I've heard about this. Okay.
Yes, so it is about kind of like a superhero, but fucking gory as hell. Like people are getting torn in half and beaten to shit and everything. And the voices in it are J.K. Simmons is one of the voices.
Oh, I love J.K.
Sandra
Simmons.
Oh is one of
Yep.
the voices.
Stephen Yoon, eh?
Stephen Yoon is one of the voices, and the guy who played Adrian Pimento,
Oh, is he in it too?
he's
Yeah.
one of the voices. Yeah,
I love him.
What's his name?
His name is. I know who you're talking about too. He's hilarious. I like him.
Let me see if I can see it here.
Zachary Quinto's in it as well, eh? That's Spock.
Yeah, he plays Robot. Robot. Oh my god, we're the worst, Chris.
Well, I've never seen it before, so.
Jillian Jacobs.
Zachary Quinto is Robot.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
said.
not- Well, no, Zachary Quinto is Spock from the new. Star
That's what I'm
Wars.
saying. He's Robot. He plays Robot. The guy.
Oh,
plays,
I thought you said Adrian Pimento was
no,
Robot.
Jason Mantzoukas.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Rex Sloan or Rex Splode. That's his name. And
Okay.
he's like Gambit. He charges coins and blows people up. Jillian Jacobs, who is the girl in Community, Britta. She is a girl, Adam Eve. I don't know any of the other ones.
I'm gonna have to watch this. This looks good.
It's really good, and they do an episode every Friday.
Okay.
Really. Oh, Laura Conan.
So is it a comedy though, or
no,
is it
no,
action?
it is action. Is gory.
Well, it's Robert Kirkman, so I guess
yeah.
that makes
It's as
sense.
gory as Walking Dead. Laura Conan, known as Maggie from Walking Dead, she's a voice on it.
Of course.
Trying to think who else is there.
Man, Robert Kirkman doesn't look like how I think Robert
Michael
Kirkman should look.
Kolditz. He plays Red Rush. He was the Abraham from Walking Dead.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. What's his name? The guy who does who played I See Red.
It says Seth Rogen's a voice.
I did not know. See that?
Alan the Alien.
Oh yeah, he is Alan the Alien. Shit, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
And
Yeah,
Mark
he's-
Hamill does a voice.
Lenny James. He's the guy who was like I See
Oh,
Red.
Walter Goggins is in it. I like Walter Goggins.
Actually, a lot of the cast from Walking Dead is the voices. But yeah, that's my random recommendation.
Oh, I'm
is,
gonna check this out for sure.
It's really
Nice.
good. Don't watch it with the kids.
Mahershala Ali's in it. Cool.
Do not watch it with the kids.
No, I won't.
It is Zazie Beetz is in it. It's
John Hamm.
very gory.
Wow. Oh,
Very,
I'm
very,
excited. I
very
might have to
gory.
watch one of these tonight. How many episodes are out so far?
5.
5? Okay.
It's like about a kid who grows up with similar story to Superman.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't have his, like, Superman's his dad pretty much.
Oh, his
He comes from
father.
another
Okay,
planet.
yeah.
And he was just getting his powers, and then something huge happens in the show, which I'm not going to spoil if you're going to watch it.
Please don't. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
But what's his name plays Omni-Man. What's his face?
Oh, that's J.K. Simmons, right?
J.K. Simmons is Omni-Man.
Yeah. Well, it's his dad. Okay.
Yeah, so it's very good.
Well, he's got such a good voice.
It's very enjoyable.
Okay.
They also have Damien Darkblood, who's like a demon detective, and he always goes, he's always grunting and shit like that. He's really funny.
Nice. I might
Yeah.
watch one tonight.
What's
We'll
his
see.
name is Clarence John Brown. He plays Damien Darkblood, and he was like, remember in The Mandalorian when they do the break out of jail scene and they have that giant alien who's the muscle guy, and he's like, and he's always grunting, and he's got that.
Yep.
That's him. He does one of the voices.
Yeah, Clancy Brown. I know him from something else.
Everything.
Shawshank.
Yep.
That's where and he's in
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok apparently. as
Starship
well.
Troopers as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's my
Nice.
random recommendation. I like the show so much that I'm actually going to be picking up all the graphic novels of the comic because
Really,
I love, yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't on my radar. Then I watched one episode. I'm like, holy fuck, it's so good. Like, I can't watch it with Nathan. Like, he's young, and I know he's not going to remember, but actually, like, should he really be watching this? There's blood everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Really
Okay.
good.
Well, my random recommendation kind of sucks compared to yours, so maybe I'll flip-flop them and put mine first so we can end on a high note.
No, put yours where it is. Hodge is trying to edit this out. Don't let him do this, people. Don't believe what he's telling you.
So my random recommendation is a YouTube channel. You've probably heard of this one, and I just discovered it yesterday or the day before, and Paula knew about it for a long time. And it's called You Suck at Cooking.
You suck at cooking, yeah, you totally suck.
I do know of You Suck at
You
Cooking.
do know of it? Okay, I
Yeah.
love this YouTube channel. Oh my
It's really
God.
good.
So he's actually done a crossover with Binging with Babish, which we've talked about before.
Hot dogs, right?
Yeah, the hot dogs.
Yeah.
But this guy does a first person's perspective of cooking simple recipes, but he does it in a hilarious manner.
Yeah.
And his editing is such on point. Like, he will take it, for example, the one I did watched recently is he was making mozzarella sticks. And he's like, okay, first thing you need to do is line up 6 knives on a cutting board. And then you take your block of cheese and you throw it. And then he throws it and edits it so it looks like the 6 knives cut the cheese perfectly into the little strips for him and everything. And
like someone who does those Lego movies of the Lego with as the food. Yeah. Like,
Yes.
they just do a really good stop motion kind of thing.
yes, it's stop motion, like editing. Like, he's so funny and dry humor. But it looks like he actually kind of rebranded how he does things, and he's still doing them the similar way, but he doesn't have the intro anymore. I'll probably
Okay.
play the intro at some point.
You
You suck at cooking. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah,
He has a
and they're
cookbook.
yes, he has a cookbook because
Yeah.
he talked about it. With Binging with Babish, they
or as Maddie Matheson calls him, how's it going, bad bitch?
yeah, Babish, yeah. So yeah, I suggest you check out You Suck at Cooking, but go back to some of his older videos and then work your way up. Like, the one that I really enjoyed recently that we watched, let me just see if I can find it here, was what was it? He did grilled cheese was good, and bacon was pretty good. 5 ways to bacon. Lasagna, easy cheesy beefy lasagna, and he's always saying you gotta Wayne jangle it. That's his catchphrase, is Wayne jangle.
It's like my Tom Lompus.
Yeah, well, not quite, but but yeah, go. I can't give it justice just talking about it. You need to go and watch it.
You know what?
Just watch one episode.
I have a complaint.
Mm.
You gotta stop putting your picks down, man. That was a good one.
Oh, I know it's a good pick. Yeah, buffalo cauliflower wings was a good one too. Watch
Don't
that
change
one.
the subject, Chris. You got
And jalapeno poppers,
He's
bacon
doing
jalapeno
it. He's
poppers.
changing the subject again.
My pick was awesome. It
You're-
was way
thank
better
you.
than yours.
Thank you. That's what I want to hear. Don't put yourself down, man. I believe in you.
I believe in you too.
Aw. So yes, thank you everyone for the questions that Chris hounded for and got more from. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Ramble Record
Oh, they
Repeat.
did. You have to be positive. Everybody loved this episode.
You know what? I think our episodes only get better with time.
With age.
Yep. Like, I was listening to some of our earlier ones, and we have definitely gotten much better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But thank you very much. Hopefully the next episode will be the Marvel Cinematic Universe one.
Yeah. If not, it'll be the one after that for sure. We'll
So
see how
maybe we'll
get
ask for
through.
more questions.
Yeah, we'll just do another questions episode.
Do one of those. Maybe we can do our joining the other podcast episode.
Yeah,
where
we could. We just
you
got to
know?
think of a topic and reach out.
boobs.
Yeah.
Boobs is
like
the topic.
Boobs.
Yeah.
That's a great topic.
I think it's great as well. But thank you all for listening. Have a good night.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Thank you for listening to Ramble, Record, Repeat. Tune in next episode for I don't know.